we got a windy day ahead of us. We got a windy couple of days ahead of us as well as we go into Wednesday. We're seeing some wind advisory titles out in some portions of our area, mainly the furthest southern counties. That's going to go into effect until 10 p.m. this evening. Main risk with that is that our sustained winds are 20 to 30 miles an hour with gusts up to 45 miles an hour possible. Now, just because only these southern counties are in this wind advisory doesn't mean it's windy across other portions of our area. If we take a look at our wind speeds going into the early afternoon hours here, we can see the majority of areas below I-90 or I-94 even are going to be seeing very high wind speeds today. This is the sustained wind speed, so gusts will be anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour above this. As we go into the evening, those will die down a little bit, as you can see, but that's going to be a little bit of a trick because we go later into that overnight period. Winds are going to go back up, and they're actually going to be spreading into their more northern counties as well. So everyone is going to be seeing some strong winds today. Going into much of this overnight period, these are sticking around for the entirety of the night, staying into Wednesday morning as well, until we see that cold front starts to come through and it calms down a little bit as we get on the backside of that cold front. Now that front is also bringing plenty of rain to our area. Here we are early Wednesday morning. We're going to stay dry to start the day off. Could see a few isolated or scattered sprinkles, but that main line isn't going to be coming with that cold front until we get into the early afternoon hours. Here we are at 2 p.m. tomorrow. We start to see some more scattered development as that line slowly starts to reach into our area. The main line of it isn't going to be coming until the evening hours. Now, some of these storms along the front edge of the line could be strong to severe. The main risk with them would be some stronger wind gusts that we're kind of seeing today, getting a little bit of a taste of it. There could be some small hail within these storms as well, so definitely something to be keeping our eye on as we go into tomorrow evening. Now, a lot of those stronger storms will get out of the way as we go into the earlier portions of the evening hours, and then it's just going to leave behind a lot of light, widespread rain showers across much of the area. And it's really going to stick and lull over us until we get into that overnight period. We'll get a little bit of a break from it in the very early hours of the morning Thursday, but then we'll have another batch of scattered showers passing through very early Thursday morning. That could stick around as we go into the very early afternoon hours. As we can see here, we are at 1 p.m. But as we get later in the day, a lot of those showers should be clearing out, giving a very pleasant trick-or-treating forecast. And by pleasant, I mean dry, because it's going to be a little bit chillier out there with that colder air behind the cold front, but we're not expecting the showers to go into those trick-or-treating hours. Here's a look at the accumulation that we could have with this system. This is going through Friday morning. The main line of those stronger storms that we saw coming through is really going to be bringing the heaviest amount of rain totals. As we can see, some areas south of I-94 could be seeing rain totals upwards of 2 inches, and that could be a little bit higher with localized thunderstorms as well. Could see some higher amounts under those thunderstorms. The rest of the area, though, still seeing around 1 inch of rainfall, if not more, and that's only going through Thursday. Here's a look at the temperatures that we have tomorrow too. It's kind of a wonky temperature day. As we see, 4 in the morning could have the same temperature at like 1 p.m. So we could be reaching our high very early in the hours, and then once that cold front comes through, really dipping down. So these overnight lows, again, these will really be reaching around early, or later in the day, because we're cooling off. And then as we go into our overnight highs, tomorrow's highs, these temperatures are so tricky tomorrow. These highs will probably be reached early in the morning, so the temperatures are going to be all over the board tomorrow, staying in the 70s to start and then cooling off a little bit. A nice Halloween forecast, though. Can't really complain about that, especially that it'll stay dry for trick-or-treat.
All right, so the tricks come before in the forecast.
Exactly,
right?
And then it's a treat later.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.